Hello, my name is Jimmy Song, and welcome to Off Chain. I am doing this daily show. I'm trying it for a week or so and seeing where it goes. Anyway, welcome to Off Chain. A lot of things to talk about. Let's start with what's happening on the Bitcoin Cash chain. It is currently about 70% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin Cash. As a result, we're seeing that a lot of miners have moved over. And in fact, you can see that a lot of these blocks are really, really tiny. They're like 9 kilobytes, 0.2 kilobytes or whatever. It's because the profitability on Bitcoin Cash is so enormously high that what they're doing is just mining the heck out of it. We are scheduled to have a difficulty adjustment at block 504000 on Bitcoin Cash. So that will be about 200 blocks from 250 blocks from now. We are in the last hour. We've done something like 50 blocks or so. So I mean, we got maybe 5 hours left before they do a massive difficulty adjustment, and then it will no longer be quite as profitable. This is having some consequences on Bitcoin. I will show you why. If you look at fork.lol, you can see that a lot of, you can see that Bitcoin Cash has now exceeded Bitcoin in terms of the amount of hash power it's got. It's not a big surprise, given that Bitcoin Cash is now just so much more profitable, like 70% so. We can expect this to flip in about 5 hours or so, which is interesting because in about 4 hours, something else is happening as well, and that is Bitcoin Gold is going to do their mainnet launch in about 5 hours. So a lot of different things sort of happening at the same time today. And all of this, the profitability of Bitcoin Cash, by the way, is due to the price run up. And as you can see in this chart, it's kind of gone pretty crazy in the last 2 days or so. Here, let me show you the 4-hour chart here. It was, hovering at around, we can go even further back. It was hovering at around like, 1/20th of a Bitcoin for a very long time, about 5%. And what's been happening recently is, Bitcoin Gold, I mean, not Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, after the cancellation of the 2x hard fork has just absolutely shot up. And many are speculating that these are a lot of the 2x supporters or people that were more into the cash part of the monetary properties of Bitcoin, moving all of their Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash. And indeed, it does look like there's a lot of volume coming through. You can see in these charts there. But check out this one huge spike here. If you managed to sell at like half a Bitcoin each, congrats! Wow, you made out really, really well. You got 1 Bitcoin, half of Bitcoin for 1 Bitcoin Cash. That's pretty amazing. Even right now, it's trading at around 0.26 or about a quarter, which is kind of crazy, at least in my mind. Anyway, as a result, because a lot of miners are going over to Bitcoin Cash, I showed you this chart right here. This is more miners going over to Bitcoin Cash than Bitcoin. What's happened is that the Bitcoin mempool has suddenly grown like crazy. This is the last 2 weeks. You can see sort of like spikes during the week, and then it'll come down during the weekend, and then it'll go back up during the week, and so on. Well, it's just absolutely exploded in the last few days, ever since the cancellation of the 2x hard fork, and you can see it's just sort of unprecedented, amounts of fees sort of coming through. It's a combination of a lot of people, I guess, wanting to transfer their Bitcoins, possibly some spam on the network. And they're not being that many blocks because a lot of people are going over to Bitcoin Cash. We should then therefore expect that some fee relief should come in the next 5 hours after Bitcoin Cash adjusts its difficulty to be 4x what it is now, and then it'll be much less profitable than Bitcoin. All the miners, in theory, should move back. And then, like, I mean, some of these are crazy. We're looking at 1,000 satoshis per byte, which is pretty expensive. So anyway, yeah, we can expect this pile to start coming down a little bit, and that will be pretty interesting. Bitcoin Cash, by the way, is planning a network upgrade scheduled for November 13th. That's tomorrow. So that's going to be another big thing. And that's you know, I guess they're going to fix the emergency difficulty adjustment algorithm. That should, in theory, you know, not make it as crazy fluctuations as we've seen. You know, it's interesting because all the other times when hash rate went over to Bitcoin Cash, it was because of the emergency difficulty adjustment making it more profitable. This time it was a little different because it was the price run up that made it more profitable. But because you know, miners, I mean, currently, according to CoinDance, it's only 10% of the original chain's difficulty. But you know that means, like, I think right now, according to fork.law, you have something like over 50%, something like close to 60, maybe even 65% of the hash power there right now. So it's mining like 6.5 times faster than 10-minute blocks. So it's finding some ridiculous number of blocks every 10 minutes. I mean, every hour. So I mean, they're gonna difficulty adjust at block 504000. So yeah, this is going to change things quite a bit. Anyway, yeah, lots of things going on. I'd like to thank the 220 live viewers. I can't believe I can't believe I have that many people watching me right now, but obviously this is a big topic. I actually wasn't going to do a daily show today. I was going to take Sundays off, but there's just too many things going on, especially with Bitcoin Cash and what looks like a massive dumping of Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash on the network. Anyway, yeah, Bitcoin Gold is scheduled for tomorrow. Bitcoin Cash is obviously doing a lot of stuff. And the mempool is just like chock full. You can't really do much transacting right now as a result of a combination of lowered hash power as a result of a lot of hash power moving over to Bitcoin Cash, and you know, just a lot of people wanting to transact their Bitcoin. I imagine a lot of these transactions on Bitcoin are actually not are people trying to trade Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash, if you know, or vice versa, right? Like people that traded their Bitcoin Cash for Bitcoin and want that back from the exchange or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I'm actually kind of flabbergasted at how crazy things are right now. I mean, just looking at the mempool size in megabytes. I mean, we got 140 megabytes of mempool in Bitcoin right now, which is insane. Anyway, thank you guys. Please like and subscribe and share. You know, I'm not doing this for the money or anything. I actually want to take off like the donation thing. So, you know, like I only put it there so I can like pay someone to like make me a nice logo or something or whatever. I plan to not put any advertisements on my channel. I want to make sure that you guys are getting just, you know, my opinion without any thought as to whether or not I'm selling out or anything like that. I don't really care about that. I want to inform the community. I want to make sure you guys are getting the best information with respect to the technical parts. Today, it's a little bit more about what exactly is happening on the network. Anyway, let's see if there's any questions. Not too much going on in the chat. Let's see. Oh wow, 263. I'm kind of wow. Let's see. A lot of people are complaining about Bitcoin being stuck. Yeah. Like I said, wait 5 hours when block 504000 hits on Bitcoin Cash. At that point, we should see some relief. Let's see here. Thoughts on Litecoin? Yeah, I mean, here's the difference between Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash had a distribution to current Bitcoin holders. Litecoin did not, and that's the big difference. So Bitcoin Cash is, I think, I don't know, it's probably neck and neck as far as how many exchanges support Bitcoin Cash versus Litecoin. But Litecoin's also been around longer, but you know, like you needed to purposefully invest in Litecoin. With Bitcoin Cash, you just sort of got it whether you wanted it or not. So that has all sorts of downstream effects, part of which we're seeing right now. All right, let's see. Anything else here? Can you explain transaction boosting? I'm not sure if I've heard of that term before. Do you think BCH will be pumped again? I don't know. I mean, I've been trying to learn a little bit of trading so I can understand sort of what's going on. Yeah, you know, right here, let me share the screen. So, gosh, I can't believe I'm going to do what Tone does. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a professional trader, so take my, you know, whatever stuff with a grain of salt. But this candle right here on Bitfinex on the 4-hour, that looks like a blow off top to me. But I don't know. Like, this is sort of question that you have to go ask Tone. And you know, I mean, it like, this is like the mother of all blow off tops. Yeah, it's what Tone would call a doji, I think. Anyway, that generally like signifies some sort of reversal or something. I don't actually know that much, so I shouldn't even be doing that. But that wasn't a very long period of time when you could have sold at the top, which tends to be the case with tops. It kind of happened in Bitcoin a few days ago when it hit 7,800, and then it started coming down. It wasn't like that. Anyway, Bitcoin Gold also. Oh yeah, I should show Bitcoin Gold futures. Let's see. I did notice that it went up as well quite a bit yesterday. Right now, it's trading at around $350, which is kind of crazy because that's around 5%, or, you know, this Bitcoin Gold is now trading for what Bitcoin Cash was trading for like a week and a half ago. So it's kind of crazy, you know, all these forks. And obviously Bitcoin Gold is going to start their blockchain, you know, in about 5 hours as well. So lots of things going on today. It's really the only reason I'm on right now. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. I do suspect that in about 5 hours, a lot of these things that I'm reporting about right now will be resolved. But anyway, I want to thank all of you. Wow, 287. I can't believe that that's happening. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me this morning. And you know, as I say at the end of these things, this song is done. Bye-bye.